Hey guys, my name is Vin and welcome to my vlog. Today I'm heading from Las Vegas all the way to San Francisco. Had to fuel up and you already know I couldn't just drive past the Area 51 Alien Center. Alright guys, back on the road. It's about a 12-hour drive from Vegas to San Francisco, and this is actually my first time going to San Francisco, so I'm really excited. I'll be seeing some relatives, trying out food spots, just enjoying a little getaway, and of course the highlight, seeing Lady Gaga live again. Definitely worth the long drive. Look at this view. Road trips hit different when you've got nature like this all around you. Makes the long drive so much easier. Something about the long drives with scenery like this, it just clears your head. Kind of the best part of the trip. Alright, quick stop here at Monomills Historic Site. This place is right all along State Route 120, east of Lee Vining, here in Inyo National Forest. There's a little kiosk with a sign that tells you about the history, and honestly, it's a cool spot to stretch your legs. I've learned that back in the day, Monomills was actually a big lumber camp. They cut and milled timber here to supply the mining town of Bodie and other nearby places. Pretty wild to think this quiet stop once powered the whole towns. And bonus, from around here, you can catch some nice views of Mono Lake too. I'm heading over to catch a glimpse of Mono Lake. The view here is amazing. This is a perfect spot to stretch, snap a few photos, and just enjoy the scenery before getting back on the road. Alright, we're back on the road. The drive stretched on 4 hours, but with the trees lining the highway, mountains in the distance, and the wide open sky, it felt like the scenery kept shifting every mile. I made a few more stops along the way, just quick breaks to stretch and take in the views. As I got deeper into California, the scenery started to change. The hills turned this beautiful golden color, covered in that dry California grass that just glows in the... It's that kind of sight that makes the long drive worth it, like the road is slowly guiding you into a whole new place. As we kept driving, we passed through miles of windmills. Seeing all those giant blades spinning against the hills was surreal. It's like a forest of machines stretching across the landscape, kind of like playing an open world game. After a long drive through deserts, mountains, and golden hills, we finally made it to San Francisco. So by the time we checked in, it was already night in San Francisco. The city lights outside felt completely new to me. And while most people would crash after a 12-hour drive, I couldn't help but open up my iPad. I've been sketching ideas and checking on designs for Vince Likhaan, the shop I've been planning to launch. Woke up to my first morning in San Francisco. The city looks so different in the daylight. Bright, colorful, and buzzing with energy. We didn't waste any time, so we hopped back in the car to explore. So tara na! Had to fuel up the wallet, stopped by the bank real quick. Driving through the streets past the hills and rows of houses kinda reminds me of Baguio City. So we're heading straight for the one landmark I've been waiting to see, the Golden Gate Bridge. I know it's very tourist.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair.
Rolling through the tunnel always feels like the road's building up to something big on the other side. It's like what you see in most movies, road trip movies, right? So my first time in San Francisco and it already feels like an adventure. So we finally made it to the Golden Gate area. Even before you see the bridge up close, the surroundings already feels iconic. The hills, the bay, and the crisp San Francisco air, you just know something amazing is waiting around the corner. Walking through the park, and there it was, our first glimpse of Golden Gate Bridge. Even from a distance, it feels larger than life. Seeing it in person for the first time was one of the wow moments I'll never forget. Along the way, it wasn't just about the bridge. There were these tiny wildflowers. Birds flying in flocks overhead, and even the boat gliding across the bay. With the wind brushing past, it all felt like the city was showing me a softer, more peaceful side of San Francisco. Really enjoying these little moments. The closer I walked, the more it all came together. The Golden Gate Bridge, the bay stretching out beside me, and the birds chirping in the background. The weather was perfect, mid-70s with that cool San Francisco breeze. It felt calm but exciting at the same time, like the city was welcoming me with one of its best views. And it's really chilly here. The view of the Pacific Ocean is just so beautiful. What's amazing is that it stretches all the way across the globe, and it reminded me of home, the Philippines. And there it was, the full view of the Golden Gate Bridge. Seeing it in person for the first time was surreal, almost like walking into a postcard. So, fun fact, the bridge isn't actually golden, it's painted a color called International Orange to help it stand out in the fog. It's called the Golden Gate because it spans the Golden Gate Strait, the entrance of San Francisco Bay from the Pacific Ocean. After taking in the view of the bridge, I wandered through the little garden area surrounding it. The flowers, the greenery, and peaceful paths made the whole place feel even more special. I found myself just enjoying these quiet moments in nature, right next to one of the world's most iconic landmarks. On my way back, I found this little tunnel covered in graffiti. It felt like a completely different side of San Francisco, raw, colorful, and full of personality. So, fun fact, San Francisco has a long history of street art. The Mission District is especially famous for its murals with over 400 pieces decorating walls, alleys, and buildings across the neighborhood.